Today we will do the topic marketing concepts or marketing philosophies. When we talk about a concept, what is concept? Concept means a philosophy, an attitude, a course of thinking, an idea or a notion related to any divine or human creation aspects. So when we talk about marketing philosophy, then it means that it is an attitude, a course of thinking, an idea, a notion related to movements of goods from the producer space to consumer space in such a way so as to satisfy the needs and wants of the consumers on one hand and to give the reasonable return to the marketer on the other hand. Now, evolution of the marketing concept. The marketing philosophy has undergone a gradual change, especially after great industrial revolution that took place in the later half of the 18th century and first half of the 19th century. The marketing concept which has been changed, we will bifurcate into 5 stages. First is production orientation philosophy. Production orientation philosophy was popular till 1930s. In this philosophy, a firm which produces good product need not to make any effort for the promotion. Good products are automatically bought by the consumers. As if we say, a good wine need no push, means if the manufacturer, if the marketer produces quality products, good products, then they will be automatically bought by the consumers and the marketer need not to put any additional promotional efforts. So what are the assumptions of this philosophy? Anything which is produced will be sold. What is important is to keep the cost of production down and the marketer needs to manufacture the basic products. Good products, good sale. Now we move to the second philosophy, sale orientation philosophy. Production orientation philosophy was popular till 1930s, but during 1940s this philosophy failed and the new philosophy that emerged was sales orientation philosophy. Now the marketers, they were producing the basic products, they were keeping the cost of production down, but still the consumers were not ready to buy it. Because of the Great Depression of 1930s, it was difficult for the marketers to sell the product. They realized that products are not automatically bought by the consumers on their own, but marketers need to put up promotional efforts to sell the product. So the promotional efforts in the form of person selling, advertising, sales promotion, publicity were required. So assumptions of this policy: produce the best possible product, find the buyer of the product, and then use the promotional efforts to sell the product. Promotional mix can be in the form of advertising, public relation, publicity, person selling, etc. So this policy based on make good product, put up promotional efforts, and then it will be converted into sales. Now we talk about the third philosophy, that is customer orientation philosophy. Customer orientation philosophy emerged in 1950s. Now the manufacturers were producing good products, they were making the promotional efforts to sell the product, but still the goods were not purchased by the consumers. Then marketers realized that consumers are the king, they are sovereign, we will have to look after the interests, needs and wants, aspirations of the consumers. First, what is needed is not producing the goods on the whims of the marketers, but first we should know what customers want. Then market research was needed to know the needs and wants of the consumers. Then marketers were required to produce only those goods and services which are needed by the consumer. So customer orientation philosophy is emphasizing on the customer. First know what the consumers need, what their wants are, what their aspirations are, and then to produce the goods and services to satisfy their needs and wants. If the customers are happy, they are delighted, obviously business organization will exist. So they are considered, customers are considered as sovereign, they are considered as king, and all the marketing activities started revolving around it. So the basic assumptions of this philosophy that firm should produce only those products as desired by the customers. Marketers should emphasize on satisfying the customer on long-range profit goals rather than quick sales. So, what was the base? Customer. To know the customer's needs and wants, market research is required. Then to produce the best quality products, sales promotion efforts are needed, and obviously that will be converted into goods and products will be converted into sales. So under this philosophy, the emphasis was not on the carrot actor, but it was shifted to carrot vendor. Now, fourth philosophy is social orientation philosophy. Social orientation philosophy emerged in 1970s and 80s. We emphasize on satisfying customers' needs and wants, but how we can forget about the responsibilities towards society. Society gives us precious resources to use, physical and human resources. In addition to that, customers are the part of society. So if the marketers are benefited by the society, it is also duty on the part of the marketers to cater the need of the society well, to fulfill all the responsibilities related to society. Should not indulge into any practices which are harmful for the society and different stakeholders. Marketers should optimally utilize the resources, should not create any hazards to the health of the customers, should not indulge into malpractices like black marketing, hoarding, and should not do any practices which are going to harm the environment in form of creating litter or emitting chlorofluorocarbon in the environment, creating greenhouse effect and ultimately leading to global warming. So, certain social responsibilities need to be exercised by the marketer. So, assumption of social orientation philosophy is that produce those products which are needed by the consumers, believe in long-range goals rather than quick sales. But on the other hand, marketer is required to fulfill his social responsibilities and to use the resources of the society optimally to cater the needs of the individual and society both. Take an example, if the manufacturer is manufacturing the automobiles and to fulfill the need of the consumers, then the automobiles which are manufactured should be fuel efficient, should not emit too much of the smoke or carbon dioxide which is harming the environment. Under this philosophy, we believe that first of all customers should be there and market research should be conducted in order to know their needs and wants. Then what is needed is research and development. So to produce the products which are going to cater the social responsibility is also not harming the environment, not harming the health of the customers or creating any hazards to any stakeholder. Then to manufacture the product, then putting up sales promotional efforts and converting them, the goods and services, into sales. Now the last concept, modern concept which we will take up is holistic marketing concept. When we talk about holistic marketing concept, it further comprises of 4 components: internal marketing, integrated marketing, social responsibility marketing, and relationship marketing. So first we take up the relationship marketing. So today's marketing, that is not the competition between the companies, but the competition between the marketing network, relationship marketing network. Relationship marketing network means the relationship of the marketing organization with different stakeholders, say customers, employees, financial institutions, shareholders, investors, research scholars, distributors, suppliers, channels of distribution, etc. So what is required is to make good relations with all the stakeholders which are associated with the marketing organization. As far as customers are concerned, in order to maintain good marketing relations with them, we can cater their needs and wants well by providing them one-to-one marketing. It is also called as customization. Take an example of BMW, which are providing various varieties in the models, exterior colors, trims, so as to cater the needs of the customers. The cars are manufactured as per the choice of the it is to make good relationship with the customers, we should emphasize on one-to-one marketing. Next is integrated marketing. Under holistic marketing concept, integrated marketing is the combination of all four marketing mix: product mix, price mix, place mix, and promotion mix. When we talk about product mix comprises of product variety, quality, design, features, branding, packaging, sizes, services, warranties, guarantees, etc. And price mix comprises of the list price, discounts, allowances, forms of payment, payment period. Promotion mix comprises of sales, promotion, advertising, person selling, publication. And the place mix comprises of transportation, warehousing, and channels of distribution. So all the four P's that must aim at satisfying the needs and wants of the consumers and the reasonable return to the market also. The third part of the holistic marketing concept is the internal marketing. When we talk about internal marketing, it means hiring, training, selection, motivation of the internal employees of the business organization, marketing organization, so as to serve the customers well, so as to satisfy the needs of the consumers by providing them excellent services. And for that purpose, we must train the human resource in an organization in such a way so as to establish coordination amongst the human resources, physical resources, and different departments. All the departments must focus on the customer satisfaction. If they are not doing so, then there is some lacuna in the internal marketing and we cannot satisfy the customers, we cannot achieve our mission. For example, if any aviation company wants to enhance the air traffic share, then in that case they may emphasize on providing the good food to the consumers, cleaner cabins, better trained cabin crews, lower fares, etc. But the different departments are not ready to cooperate, to coordinate, to provide best consumer services. Catering department chooses the foods which keeps the cost of food down. Maintenance department uses those cleaning services which keep the cleaning cost down. Human resource department hire the people which are overtly friendly. Finance department sets high fare. Then in that case, internal marketing is not up to the mark to cater the needs of the consumers well and to provide them excellent services. They cannot delight their customers. And for that purpose, we can take an example of Reliance company, where every of the designation created in an organization, every person who is appointed is given the target, given the vision and mission to satisfy the consumers. If the factory manager is there, he knows that his duty is to keep the factory clean, so as to give good impression to the customers when they visit the factory premises. Accountant knows that his duty is to prepare the accurate and prompt bill, so as to give the expedite services to the consumers. So internal marketing must focus on the customer satisfaction. Now the fourth component of the holistic marketing concept is social responsibility marketing, which is called as humanistic marketing, ecological marketing, green marketing, corporate social marketing, and society marketing. Basic purposes, that is to fulfill the social responsibilities towards the society, different stakeholders. We should not only focus on the customer satisfaction, but we should also think of the values of the society too. And for that purpose, the companies, marketing organizations may involve into practices to protect the environment. Protecting the environment, for example, marketers should not produce the goods and services which are going to create litter, polluting the environment, creating any sort of health hazards to the consumers, and marketers are needed to adopt the sound marketing practices, not indulging into practices like black marketing and hoarding. They are required to think of the long-run interest of the consumers and society both. Now the question arises that which concept is the best, whether product orientation philosophy or the sales orientation philosophy or consumer orientation orientation philosophy, social orientation philosophy, or holistic marketing concept. Holistic marketing concept is the best concept on philosophy. Thanks all.